Mhm. Hello everyone. We are starting our new stream about asking questions and replying on them. My name is Dmitriy Lavrov. I am the founder of TradeUnity, the professional trader, and during this stream, my friend and partner Dan will help to manage with the questions and provide more details about the aviator, and together we will provide you. We will reply all your questions about it. So, hello, Dan.
Hi, as Dimitri said, I'm his business partner, and we are going to answer all the questions that came in lately through our channels about the Aviator, but also about the new version of EA First. And because this is Ask Me Anything for Dimitri, you can ask him other questions as well, and we will take them. Ask them in the chat or on our groups, and I will try to find them and pass them on to Dimitri.
So, thank you very much for your questions, which you wrote in our Telegram channels. We will start from them. Also, if you have questions during this stream, please write them in the chat, and after replying the questions from Telegram, we will reply questions from the chat. And let's start from the first question. It was about it was it was from Philip, and the question was about aviator. I copied to the chat just for better understanding, right?
Sure,
Just a second, it's too long.
I'm trying to see us.
Um just a second. So the question is about it's very strange that chat I can't copy.
I can put it. I will copy it.
No, just a second. Um, I will. I have to send the question by parts.
Okay.
Thanks to YouTube chat. So the question was about if any spare. So if we have spare time, of course we have. About the work, about aviators work, how take profit and stop loss is set up, and why it is not possible to decrease size of the stop loss, and there is another part of question. If I can switch one of the free trading pairs if needed. Currently, the Aviator runs free pairs, and so the whole question is about stop loss and take profit sizes, and how to trade it, just only one pair or free pairs. I will start, and then we'll add more details. So first of all, when we talk about robots, any types of robots, we have to just we have to work with possible variants, and there are variants like you can use stop losses, you can don't use stop losses, and just use another variants how to manage your trades if the market moves against you. Also, if we talk about placing stop losses, they can be real, like pending orders, or they can be virtual or mental. Here we talk about stop losses and trades management for manual trading, and the same we can apply for algo trading. If you know our year first robot, just the main idea with to use real orders, so like pending orders, and if you use this robot, you can see how it plays orders for buying, for selling, and how it plays stop losses, and how it plays take profit orders. So they are all real. The aviator uses another type of orders. uses two types of orders. The first type of orders is like real, and they are very wide. The same goes about stop loss orders. The same goes about take profit orders. The main function is they must protect capital for cases if your VPS or your trading platform doesn't work, there are some connection problems, or if there is strong price movement. So that orders, which you can see, they must protect your capital, and they are really wide. So they mainly in normal work they shouldn't be reached. The second type of orders, they are virtual orders, and the robot uses them based on the algorithm, and they are narrow. So and you can't see them because they're virtual, and the robot close them. Then criteria are matched. So it's just the main idea. If you are worried about just the wide stop loss size, it's just for really very unpredictable price movements, or as additional protection element for cases if you have different technical issues with your trading platform. So don't worry about it. So if you can add some more details about it, you're welcome.
No, you explained it very well. So the virtual stop losses are the ones you don't see. They happen sometimes, but there is also this other part of the question, right? About why can't we make them smaller, like the stop loss smaller? Well, we can do it, but then we will break the strategy of the algorithm, the one that we back tested, and it showed that with these values we have a higher chance to reach more profit, more virtual profits, and the stop loss size is determined like this because it allows the market to fluctuate, and many times you will see that it turns from a loss, it goes to a win. So if we would stop them earlier, we would just increase our losses, even if they would be smaller, but we wouldn't increase our wins. So we would have more losses and less wins. In that model didn't work for us, but this one that did. So we are going to stick to it for now. And you shouldn't really worry about the short-term results, because the only point here is to have long-term results.
Allow you to make trading more stable in the long run and provide better results. If we talk about trading based only one pair, so it will mean that the robot won't be able to follow the idea of diversification, and it won't be so stable as it could be. So from this point of view, also it's better not to break this variant which we provide for you. Free pairs, we pick them based on the previous results. These pairs are reliable, they are different, and they can provide you also good results in the long run. From my side, that's all. Can you add something else then?
Oh, this is fine. You said it very well. If we would cut the pairs off, we would have again the situation we had until now with EA first, when we depend only on one pair. So all your stress will go in only one pair. This way, we combine three pairs which have shown results, and we have a more stable trading. Indeed, we had a situation in the past 3 days when all three pairs registered a loss, and everybody freaked out a bit. But you could see that they are already recovering from this loss. So soon I hope we will get over zero again, and we will have green for everybody. Do you want me to put the next question while you answer it?
Yeah, it's better to
Yeah.
add. I want to say also, we shared in the algo trading in Telegram group, where we discuss trading using robots. The video where you can watch a really good example. So probably when we tell you that loss rates is a part of profitable trading and so on, that you need to focus not on the current trading results, but you need to focus on long-term results. Maybe you don't believe us because maybe you think we are not so professional in this field. But in that video, a professional money manager with very good experience very clearly showed that there is a great difference between let's say 20 trades and 1500 trades. If you focus only on 20 trades, it can provide you just different results. You can just get this information and use it like uh, additional confirmation that the robot or your trading strategy is workable. Or if the results won't be so good, you can say that your trading robot or trading strategy is not workable, and you will leave it. You will switch to another one. But only long-term results can provide you really reliable and solid information. Uh, how is your trading strategy or trading robot is good or not in the long run? More trades is better. You shouldn't focus on the results like for example 20 trades or like maybe even 50 trades because the information from this period won't be so reliable, and it can give you just wrong understanding about everything. But if you use the robot or trading strategy for a long period of time, for example, if we talk about day trading, at least several months. If we talk about trading based on the daily time frames or higher, you will need to get, for example, periods of 1, 2, or maybe even 3 years in order to understand how to understand trading results. The same goes about the scalper. If you joined this scalper, for example, 1 week or 2 weeks ago, you need to wait at least 1 month, at least. But it's better to wait for several months in order to understand.
That's why we give 3 months.
Yes, in order to understand how good it is or not. And the same goes about us. If we use the robot like our first robot or this aviator, and we face with drawdowns, for us there are no reasons to just to start changing rules, because this short period of time can be like a situation when market conditions are not so comfortable and good for these current settings of the robots, and we just need to wait for some time in order to understand how market can be changed and how results can be changed based on it. And also we need to wait, for example, the cases when the most important parameters will be broken. For example, based on your backtests during the long period of time, you got drawdown like 30%. It means you can start thinking about changing or maybe settings or maybe trading style only if during the current market conditions you get a lot of losses and your drawdown becomes deeper. For example, not 30 like on the best performance, maybe 35. It can be like only one reason to start thinking about possible changes. And the same goes about our robot. We started testing it in real account since
First of March.
it will be not much.
3 months. 3 months.
No, it's the aviator, and I'm talking about Air First. We started it 1 year ago, I think. I started it something like this, and we started
the gold settings. The gold setting
from
started
September.
in September 1st, 29th of August.
Yeah, so it was like about 10 months, 1 year, and the robot showed profitable months. but the last 2 months were not so good. We faced with really a huge number of lost trades. We got drawdown, and if you don't know how to read this data from markets, how to read results properly, for you it can be like a reason to start thinking that the robot doesn't work anymore. You need to change something and something like this. So no, we use it with proper risk management. Yes, we faced with the drawdown, but after 2 months, the robots started making just good trades because the previous period was just the period of market conditions which were not suitable for that type of settings. That's simple. Now the market conditions are better, and the robots makes profit. The same goes about the aviator. Then, how several days ago we got just drawdown from,
Hmm.
and now it is again moves back to the positive zone. So,
Almost.
if you want,
Okay.
you can just.
Actually, it depends when people join because you can actually see half of the people are on plus, half of the people are a bit on minus. But it really depends because we were going not very far up. We didn't gather momentum. We need to have a period when the robot will gather momentum and will start taking big steps on plus, so that any drawdown then it's covered by the good previous results. I think we should go to the next question from Reich. It's about risk management. He says, which settings is used on your aviator in my FX book? How is the risk calculated? Example, 1% per position. So in the test settings, the test account, the one that started in March, sorry, you can see the same settings that we have now. The difference is that over there we allowed ourselves a bigger risk. So actually that account being a bit bigger, it's kind of like 1.5 times bigger. So what you get for $1,000 in our aviator account 001 or 002 lot trades, over there is 002 or 003. That is the only difference. Um, and about how risk is calculated, I actually have this answer for you. We went for a conservative strategy. So what we do for an account of $1,000, we set the risk like this. Any pair that includes GBP has 0.01 lots because GBP pairs are more volatile, so the risk is bigger. All the others have 0.02 lots. That translates like this. I'm going to read it from here. So for the Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, yeah, so these are the maximum, but sometimes the risk can be smaller because there is a average price calculation. I don't want to go into many details right now, but later on when we will present the aviator as a full product, we will explain exactly how these four trades are placed and why they're not placed at the same level, why they are a bit different, and how we manage it and how the aviator manages them. Yeah, anyway, if the balance will grow, if we get to 1,500, if we go to 2,000, we will also increase the lot sizes accordingly. Because otherwise, if we go more up, the more up we go, the less this risk will actually be. I think that's good. Dmitry, can I go next question?
About risk management, I would like to add that we see from the statistic that some of members like to take high risk, and I guess just because of their wish to get as much profit as possible. I should remind you one more time that when we talk about trading, it doesn't matter. We talk about trading in crypto, trading in stock markets, forex market, or using robots. It doesn't matter. The main thing you must think, first of all, how to protect your capital and how to protect your capital from blowing. If you start trading with your first idea like how to make money in the financial markets, you increase your chances to fail in many times, because when we talk about trading, trading any when you open any trade, it means you face with risk. If you don't use risk management properly, you have a really good chances to increase your drawdown, and as a result, in the future, to make your deposit like zero. So uh, don't be greedy. Don't try to make money as soon as possible. Any trading, it's not like a sprint where you have a goal to make money as much as possible, as fast as possible. If you really want to make fast money, uh, there is only one place for this: Las Vegas and casino. Really, just believe me. Only in such way you can become rich very quickly. If we talk about trading, it means you must first of all focus on risk management. If you want to protect your capital, you must be conservative in trading. You should focus on protection your capital, and we provide you like conservative settings of money management rules and risk management rules. So it's better to follow them like they are, like we offer. The same goes about the aviator. The difference between failures and winners will be only in risk management. Only. You will have chances to lose your capital in a period which can be, because there are no absolutely true signals and absolutely workable tools or settings. The people who use high risk, they will be able to just blow up their accounts during just let's say unpredictable market conditions, and people who will follow the same signals but with proper money management, they will have only drawdown. They will pass these unpredictable market conditions, and they will continue making profit in the long run. So uh, think about it. Think about your risk level for every trade, for the whole capital, and don't try to make rich very quickly. One more time, trading, it is just the long-term business, and the goals must be set for the long run. That's all from my side about this. Maybe
Okay,
next
I will
question.
I will bring the next question. Sorry, I didn't prepare it. This one is from Yanko. It's a very interesting question. Looking at the trade history, we can notice major losses occurred if the trades remained open during closed markets or during weekend. So maybe one improvement would be not to open trades few hours before the market closing, or close the trades no matter what. Not a good idea, in parentheses. That's the first part of the question, and I would like to answer it if I may, Dmitry.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
so
already chat.
yeah, okay. I will see you 25 minutes. Okay, it's too long. Sorry. So, um, you are correct. The first part of the question says that if the trade remains open for a long time, statistics say that um, it's the ones that stay longer open, there will be more losses than wins. And I tend to have seen to notice this too. I noticed this too, and I'm thinking a lot how to control this without actually creating more losses, because we can on one part cut the losses um, that were going to happen anyway later on. Let's say we put 2 days and a half maximum trade length, and we can cut the losses from full loss to maybe half loss. But on the other hand, we also cut the wins that happen from a win to a half loss. So it's really hard to test this right now. How will this impact the long run results? For now, we know that the long run results work like they do um, with the current settings. So it's better to change this only if we're sure it will be improvement. And for that, we need to actually test in real um, in real trading conditions. For the second part, so maybe one improvement would be not to open trades few hours before the market closing or close the trade no matter what. Not a good idea in parentheses, he said. We actually do that. 2 hours before, 2 hours, 1 hour and a half to 2 hours before, depending on which pair, before the markets close, we don't open any new trades. Problem is some trades are open from one day before or maybe a few hours before. And those trades experience and statistics show that we should not close, at least for now. Anyway, I like the suggestion; it's good. Also, Janko was the one who closed his aviator quite quickly. If you want to give it a try, I think you'll be all right. Where is it? The second part of his question, he had one more. Second, R&R ratio is set 1 to 1 and very wide. I see trades are being closed way before TP, profit target, or stop loss is triggered. Is there a function I don't see, or is it closed manually? We explained in the beginning, this is very similar to the questions Philip had. R&R set to 1 and 1 very far away. It's made for your safety. In case something malfunctions with the copier or with the aviator, you will not break your account. There will be always a stop loss and take profit somewhere far away. Okay, far away. Let's say further away than the risk that we actually take with the virtual stop losses. And yes, there are virtual stop losses and virtual profit targets, which you don't see. And we will try to make it visible in the retail version once we have it. But for now, you cannot see it and we cannot show it. But I think there is a way to do it. There is just a graphic function that we can do. But through the copier, we cannot send this information. So yes, there is a function and they're not closed manually. I don't see if we could close them manually because many trades happen at night when we are sleeping. And that's the whole point of algo trading, that somebody doesn't need to check all the time the screens.
And yes, why it's very important to have just such wide stop losses and take profits. When we talk about using virtual stop losses and take profit orders, it means the robot just follows any robot follows market conditions in real time, and when the price reach just the level based on which is a target for the robot, it closes. But the main rule is for such type of orders, a robot must be active and it must get data from trading platform. If you, for example, you have some connection problems, it means that the robot can't get the data from the market, it can't see the real prices, and it means it can't if the price reaches the level which should be used for closing trades, robot can see it, and you have or wider loss from these trades, or of course in the better cases you can get just bigger profit. But it's not just the way which you should focus, because mainly you should focus that your stop loss must be like you planned. And for these cases, it's better to use VPS. It's better to use reliable VPS with good connections with lower latency in order to provide good trading terms for the robot, which uses such type of orders like virtual orders, stop and take profit orders.
I think we finished the questions about the aviator, and you can maybe move to the question in the chat, and then we can talk about the EA first for whoever is interested.
Yes, so we have one more question about EA first. There is a question from the chat where how to become a trader, I guess. The question is about it. Uh,
Yes, I remember.
First of all, if you really want to become a trader, you must start thinking about trading like about a business. It is a really good and very interesting business, and it needs the same approach. It's not like you want to play a game and or you like sports and you can place bets. For you, it can be like a game. But with trading, mainly such approach leads to failing. So, if you want to become a trader, you must start thinking about it like a business. So, you must have a plan. You have a goal to become a trader. What do you need for reaching this goal? First of all, you need knowledge. Without knowledge, it's impossible to become successful in any field. You can be a good designer or programmer or someone else without knowledge. So, if you want to become a good trader, you must start learning the theory about trading, how to trade properly, how to manage capital properly. It's just one part of your work. The second part of your work is to get tools which will allow you to succeed in the financial markets. Here we must talk about different trading strategies which you must have. You can find some trading strategies from other authors and use them for your personal trading, or you can develop your personal trading strategies and it will be the best variant. And for this you will need knowledge also. Or you can use different variants like trading robots, like a tool which will help you to make money, or for example to use trading signals from other traders and use them for your personal trading. For all these cases, anyway, you will need knowledge in order to understand how to use these tools properly, in order to understand that these tools will allow you to reach your goals in trading, like to become successful. And also you must get experience. Experience is the second part which you must have in order to become successful trader. Only with getting experience you will understand that knowledge which you get, they are really very important. You will be able to see and find solutions or way outs for cases when something is wrong in the markets, and when the markets moves against you. Only knowledge and experience will help you to pass such who focus only on getting money just right now, and they don't want to put efforts for getting knowledge, for getting experience. For them the priority is to make money right now. Right now you can make money, but in the long run you have a lot of chances to fail. So you must decide for yourself. You want to get money right now, very quickly, with good chances to fail in the future, or you would like to start this new business, which will be able to provide you financial independence in the long run, and which can provide you just real freedom, new opportunities. But for this, you will need to spend time and efforts for getting knowledge, getting experience, and getting all tools which you need for reaching your goals. From our side, we created this project like Trade Unity in order to provide everything for novice traders to help them find their own way in the financial markets. We develop our academy with courses about how to trade properly, how to manage money properly. We have a team of experts who can provide you knowledge and experience, who can help you just to move directly to your goals. And and also we provide tools which can be used by you for just for your personal trading. We have trading strategies which you can use and learn. We develop trading robots, we develop a copy trading platform, and some other tools which will be released in the nearest future. So And now for you, it is a good opportunity to just start moving in the right direction uh, without any charges. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you know or not. We have a special offer where you can get premium stuff, products and services from us for free during 3 months. And now it is a really good chance to just start learning because knowledge and experience, the most important thing in profitable trading. You can, for more details how to join to this special offer, you just need to visit tradeunity.com/beta. Then please send the link in the
Yes, no,
chat
I'm on it.
and register there in special form and just follow 3 4 simple steps for getting access to all our premium stuff. I think it is the best offer in the market now, and you shouldn't just waste this opportunity and for nothing. If you want to start, if you really, I must just draw your attention that really not all people want to become. Not all people want to get financial independence. It sounds like very strange, but the reality is, some people really want to just play in game in the financial market, try to make some fast money. Mainly they lose this money, even their capitals. But for such type of people, for us, just like gamblers, players, and we can't help them. So we would like to cooperate, and we would like to help people who really want to become traders. And now you can get it everything you need just for starting for free. So the next question was about from Raul about plan on algo trading for crypto market. Right?
Tomorrow. Yes.
Okay. About crypto markets and trading robots. We have the idea how to make let's say workable crypto bot which can be used for different crypto exchanges and we are going to start working on it just maybe during this week or maybe next week as soon as possible. There are some difficulties which we have to pass in developing the robot. I told you during the previous streams several times at least that forex market is the perfect one for algo trading. We have cheap, high quality data, which should be used for backtesting. We have a really simple, stable trading platform, which can be used for the robots. We have rather cheap trading robots in development stage, in the development process. And we have markets just with closely the same prices from different brokers. We have very interesting and very stable trading terms and conditions from brokers. We have good infrastructure. Everything we need for creating robots, for testing robots, and for optimization robots, and for using robots. Everything is good. When we talk about crypto trading, we have following. We have very low infrastructure. We have great difference between exchanges in prices. We don't have high quality data for backtesting. And what is the most important thing? If we talk about forex, if we talk about stocks, we can get data for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and so on. When we talk about crypto trading, mainly we can get data for just for analysis, like for Bitcoin, the longest period of time, and maybe for Ethereum. So all shitcoins can be used. The majority of altcoins also can be used because of just several years of statistics. It's nothing for testing, and we don't have opportunities to test this just this bot, any bot, on the historical data and find the right settings for using. So we need to solve this problem. And one of possible solution is we need to create the bot which won't use indicators like tools for providing signals. The reason is if you start using any indicator like simple moving averages, like I don't know, RSI, stochastic, and so on, always you face with question which settings you need to use for this robot, for this indicator. And in order to find the right settings for this market, for this time frame, just in combination of these indicators, you must test it on the past history, or on the historical data, in order to get the right combination and optimize it. With crypto, it's impossible to do, and we should create robots and bots without indicators. We have ideas how to do it, and we will start doing it as soon as possible. And I think it will be available maybe in 1, 2, maybe several months. As soon as we will be sure that this bot is workable, it is good, stable, and it can be used by our members. For us, priority is the same: creating any tools, creating any products. We follow the main purpose to provide you quality and workable tools and products. So from this point of view, you should wait for some time, and when we will be sure, we will provide you more details about algo trading for crypto markets. Dan, would you
Yes.
like to add something about
Building crypto
yes?
bots? I think we have several strategies based on price action. We will implement them. We have now somebody in our team who will help us do it, and we're very excited about this. The testing, the expectation of this robot, we cannot set it right now because we're not sure how it will look, but we will test it in real trading. We will test it on several exchanges. We'll make it available for the biggest exchanges for sure, and some of the smallest one maybe too, smaller ones. So I think, as Dmitry said, in a couple of months, in 2-3 months, we will have some new also crypto-related products, but we won't give up the Forex ones because it will be absolutely amazing, and the value of our project will be very, very high if we have a multitude of markets where we can apply our algorithms on. It will be really, really good for everybody. That's everything.
Yes, and again, when we talk about profitable trading and stable trading, you shouldn't focus only on crypto. Believe me, and if you really want to get stable income in the long run, the diversification, like creating portfolio of financial instruments from crypto markets, maybe stock markets, maybe forex market, will be the best choice. We are working hard on creating a really cool copy trading platform, which will allow you, for example, to easily to add forex market with automated solutions in your portfolio. So even if you don't have knowledge about forex markets, you will be able to join to our master accounts, which will be based on our robots, which will be based on the trading signals from our experts, and get signals from forex markets and let's say from some part of commodities markets like gold, maybe oil, maybe silver, in auto mode. So it will be a good step for you just to diversify your trading, trading in other type of market.
I want to take the next question. I think it's more on my expertise than yours because it's a computer science question. It says, what's your take on machine learning trading? Um, the thing with machine learning is that it's definitely a powerful tool which can be used for trading. Um, what is not really said about this, that it's, a lot of hype around it, but the results so far are not, in retail projects, they're not so amazing, just because both of these have weaknesses, and especially because the markets are a changing environment. Yes, there are some repetitive things which machine learning can take advantage of, and machine learning may be able to create some algorithms which us humans might miss, but it's a domain which is definitely in development. I'm very sure that big companies, big funds have taken big steps towards real machine learning trading. Uh, in small projects, in retail projects like ours, this is a bit harder to implement. We need a machine learning expert. We don't have him right now. Sure, we can develop in this direction later on. The good part is that even without machine learning, automatic trading can be achieved, and that's what we're trying to do now. Once we have a few running algorithms that are giving profit on the long run, we may also have the resources to enlarge the team and get some talent who knows machine learning, and we can see what we can do. I think it can be a really cool thing, but don't forget that it's a very complex um, domain. Um, and the resources needed to create such an algorithm will also be shown in the cost of this algorithm. I mean, I don't think you can get a machine learning algorithm for a few $100s. It's not at this point, at least. It's going to be for big people with big capitals. That's what I meant. Um,
Yeah, just if continue to develop the same idea, um, just the most simple solution is forex, MT4, uh, and just very simple robots which are based on simple training strategies. They are, of course, they are not perfect. Of course, it is very difficult to find, let's say, settings which will be workable for different types of market conditions, like trend conditions, reversal conditions, range market conditions. So mainly we have to use one type of settings. For example, our first robot uses breakouts for trading. It means when the markets have good volatility, this robot can provide us good trading results. But when markets have low volatility, mainly it's just the period of getting a lot of false signals. Uh, so just the perfect model is the robot should optimize their settings based on the current market conditions and use the right tools for the right market conditions. It will be a very complicated robot with a very complicated algorithm, and the charges will be for development and for supporting it, of course, on a much higher level. Um, for us, just it's okay to use such type of robots which we use now with simple training strategies and with proper money management and risk management. And these robots will just pass through unsuitable market conditions, making drawdowns, but in the long run, the robot will be able to make profit. Just for comparing, we sell our robots for $350. Mainly the price is just something like this. There are cheaper robots on the market. There are more expensive, but just maybe the highest price for the robot from for MT4 training platform or MT5 training platform. I mean the forex and just such simple solution. Maybe the highest price will be one, two, or maybe $3,000, not higher. When we talk about,
Correct.
for example, another level of trading and another level on infrastructure like stock trading, where there are a lot, where you can face with professional, really professional trading platforms with a lot of different screeners which can monitor thousands of markets in seconds and provide you the markets which you need, and so on. For example, there is a solution like I will show you. Just a second. Just a second. Here it is. Trade ideas. Just the project which can provide you signals, just like a bot, a robot. $7, $7 per day, $4 per day. You have to pay for this, and you must be ready to spend just for access to this platform. Let's say about how much? Uh, $120 per month, $230 per month, and believe me, it is also very very cheap solution. Also, so you can see just another level of prices, and it's only you will get access. And of course, if you will spend several years using this tool, you will spend five, $8,000, $10,000 or even more just for getting such service. But if you would like to buy something like this, I think you will need to spend really a lot of money for getting just such application. Maybe even maybe hundred thousands of dollars. So from this point of view, we must just to get the balance between the quality, prices, charges, and the workable solutions. And MT4 with robots, which we use now, it can be like the best solution for this time.
Yeah, it's an affordable solution, and we can sell it for a fair price. And also, we can, for now, we could include support in it. Maybe we'll change this model. Maybe we'll sell it cheaper, and then support will actually be available for those who actually need it, and that will be an extra cost. Because actually, I think that is what many people don't realize. Most of the resources go into helping people work with the robot and helping them understand how it works, and all the work that we are doing around the actually finished product. Dmitry, we have two questions about markets and one question about the DMI indicator. All of these are for you, so I'll let you choose in the order you want to take them.
Okay, about markets, about Tesla.
Tesla, S&P 500.
Okay, let's look at the Tesla market. Just
You can close me and you
for
can.
some time.
Yes. Bye bye,
Just a
guys.
second. So if we talk about Tesla market, to my mind, I also talk about yes, I talk about this market during Monday stream. You can get just you can watch it also and get understanding about how to trade on different markets. About about Tesla, I told you on Monday that the zone at 180 80 level is a possible support zone, and the price can bounce from it also because it is the bottom line of the descending price channel. So as we can see now, the price really bounced from it, and it has potential to move back above 100 level, and only just reaching this main line of the descending price channel will be able to give us just the reply on the question. the market will continue the downtrend, or it will just make the first step for the trend reversal. Now we just can get the correction movement in the structure of the downward trend. If you have a short position, let's say your perfect short positions should be opened just based on the reversals from the main line of the price channel, like here. You can sell here when price bounce from the price from the main line of the price channel. Here I show you the perfect trades for opening short positions. Also, you could add some volume based on the breakout signals below swing lows, like this. Uh, but as you can see, these signals were not so good as the signals based on the reversal from simple moving average and the main line of the descending price channel. I don't know where is your entry level for your short trade, Maxi, because if you opened short position here from just between 250 between and 240 or maybe 30 levels, probably for you just can be a time for thinking to fix profit. But if you open sell position like below 200 level and not far from 180, for you it can be like a trade which was opened in the wrong place in the wrong time, and probably it will give you a loss, like, or maybe it will give you a drawdown. Or maybe it will lead you to huge problems in this market if the market will decide to reverse and continue their upward movement to the 250 300 levels. So you must follow your plan, and if you see that your plan doesn't work and the market moves against you, for you it's better to close the trade or just wait for reaching stop loss order and search for new trading opportunities. That's simple. Not all trades can be profitable, and the loss trades are the part of any profitable trader. It doesn't matter professional you are, or maybe you're super professional, or maybe you're a legend of crypto markets. It doesn't matter. The loss trades just a part of trading. It's okay. Also, if we talk about possible trading opportunities, this bouncing could be used for opening long position, just trying to catch a correction movement. Also, correction movement, just the market movement against the main trend. All trades opening against the main trend, they have much higher risk just by default than trades opened which were opened in the direction of the main trend. So if you want to trade against the main trend, you must take this risk, or you should just skip these trades and search for trades in the direction of the main trend. If we also talk about just more about Tesla market, there is a 200 level which can be like a barrier for the market if it moves upward. So the price action at 200 level can be like a possible opportunity for you to catch the downward movement and exit from your long trade. It depends on where is your entry level, but you also should be ready to see the breakout above this resistance level and continuation the upward movement to this downtrend line. Based on your entry level, based on your trading plan, and based on your risk which you can accept, you must take decision what to do with your active trades, which probably is opened in the wrong place, And are you ready to wait for possible just downward movement, which will allow you to exit from break even, for example, or you want to just you can get higher risk and maybe to see the bouncing from the main uptrend, downtrend line and continuation of the downtrend, which will allow you to, for example, also exit at break even or maybe even to make some profit. But this idea won't be good. If you made a wrong trade, it's better to close it as soon as possible, because it can be the reason for providing you much deeper drawdown than just to fix a small loss and start searching for new trading opportunities and using these trading signals in the right places and in the right time. The second question was about S&P market. So if we talk about just a quick review, let's see. Also, just if we talk about this market, we had the uptrend, like here, which was confirmed by different tools and technical tools like lines, by simple moving averages or exponential moving averages. We have the uptrend. After some time, the price reached the resistance level 2,960, bounced, and we saw. We can see the correction movement. So it can be like if we use moving averages like just tools allowing us to get better understanding the market is in the uptrend or in the downtrend. Now we have just a very deep correction in the bullish market, and possible the price will be able to continue the uptrend or just provide us a trend reversal signal, and from this moment we will have the downtrend. So we have the price reversal from the combination of moving average with different periods. In my case, it is 100 period, 200 period. It is the support zone at 2,800. It can be just this signal could be used for buying just based on the lower time frames, but the space for potential profit is not huge, and I would like to skip this trade if we talk about buying based on the low time frames. But if we talk about the daily time frame, it will be possible to wait for the breakout about this downtrend line and think about opening long position just with targets at the previous swing highs, like we have here, resistance zones. Or if the market bounces from this zone, it will be possible to think about opening sell position with profit targets at 2,700 support level, 2,600 support levels, something like this. But for shorting, and for short position, for long position, you must use stop orders above or below swing highs and swing lows. It's not a financial advice how to trade Tesla and how to trade S&P markets. I just share with you possible variants how to read the signals from markets using different tools, and which trading opportunities you can expect. Don't forget to make your own research and just create your personal plan which will match your personal goals. And the question was about Svarnava. I often see in your charts you use a DMI indicator. Can you explain a little more on that indicator and what it helps in tracking? is it really a good indicator for tracking sideways market? Very nice question, and I also talk about it in the previous streams. Let's just start from the main idea, and I will explain you as simple as possible and as quickly as possible. When we talk about trading, we use different trading strategies. Different trading strategies, they are some of them for trend market conditions, some of them for range market conditions, some of them just use breakout signals for trading, and these periods some trading strategies allows you to trade against trend. So all these trading strategies are focused for exact period of for exact market conditions. What does it mean? It means that these strategies are good and provide you reliable and good signals when market conditions match their just main idea. If we talk about trend market conditions, the best time for using such type of the best strategies for trend market conditions will be trend following strategies. If we talk about range market conditions, the best strategies which will provide you reliable and profitable signals will be trading strategies for range markets. The principles are different, and that's why it's important to use the right tools in the right conditions and in the right time. When we open any market with any time frame, the first question is what type of market conditions we have. If you use only trend following strategies, it means you must search for the market which provide you trend market conditions. If you see that the market is in range, so it means for you this market is close and you need to search for a new one. So the main idea of DMI indicator is to explain you and provide you information. What type of market conditions we have. We can use different tools for just understanding. We have trend or we have range. We can use technical just analysis tools like lines, levels, the position and combination of swing highs, swing lows. It's okay. But the most simple way and it is really good and can provide interesting signals, telling you we have trend conditions, we have range conditions. It is DMI indicator. The main idea of using it is very simple. We have three lines. One line is DI plus, the second line is DI minus. It is green and red lines. Let's see, green lines, it is for bullish markets, red lines for bearish markets. And we have a very important line like ADX. In some trading platform, you can see this indicator like ADX. In some trading platforms, it can be like DMI, but the principles are the same for both. It's the type of indicator which can tell you about market conditions. If we have the blue line, which is ADX line, above the signal level, mainly the signal level is 20, it means, and if the line is moving upwards, it means the market starts the trend movement. It means for you it's time to use trading strategies which are based on trend following principles. If the line is above 20 or 25, if it climbs higher and higher, it means that the trend becomes stronger and stronger. When ADX line starts, for example, falling, mainly it's a period for correction movements in trend market conditions. Also, it can be like the first signals. If a DX line, it has the highest point to my mind 100. If it climbs above 50, 60 or maybe 70 and starts falling, it can be used like a really good and reliable signal telling you about possible trend reversal. So, and in these cases you can use trend reversal strategies for this case. The other variant is if ADX line is below signal level like 20, or for some cases it can be 25, and it falls or moves sideways. It is the perfect situation explaining range market conditions. So in such cases you see that buyers and sellers are not strong. They can't push markets in trend directions, movements. For you it is range market, and you can use trading strategies based on range market principles, like buying at support, selling at resistance levels, and the market mainly moves in sideways in such periods of time. So DI and plus and DI minus, they are like additional tools, additional lines which can tell you that you have bullish trend or you have bearish trend. But for me, the most important information is comes from ADX line. But still, if you want to use DI lines like in green line and red line, we have bullish trend when green line is above DI plus is above DI minus, and we have bearish trend when DI minus is above DI plus. So if we talk about colors, bullish trend when green line is above red line, bearish trend when red line is above green line, and trend market conditions must be supported by ADX line moving above 20 and moving upward. So this indicator is really good. It is the part of just the all of my trading strategies. I like this indicator. It can be used for different time frames, for different markets. There is only one, for me, one disadvantages of this indicator. It is lagging. For providing you signals, mainly you need to skip a good part of movement in order to allow this indicator to start providing you just reliable signals. But for me it's okay, and advantages, I like advantages, and this one disadvantage, it's okay for me. Here I explain you how to use DMI indicator and why it is so interesting and important for trading. Also, I have a question from Philip about our AI first robot, and I will explain you our new version very quickly, and then we ask Dan to add some more details about it. The new version of our robot ER First will provide us new features, and the main of them are time filter, which will allow to set up for the robot the time period when it should search for signals and use them in trading. We will have start time for trading, which you can put it based on your trading idea and trading strategy, and end time when the robot will stop searching for the markets and get market conditions and get signals. Why we need this filter? When we talk about trading, for example, for majority of forex pairs, we will face with the periods of high volatility and the periods of low volatility. The periods of high volatility mainly comes with working hours of in that region, and with active trading on exchanges. If we talk about, for example, Euro USD, this pair will be active when Frankfurt exchange will be opened, when London exchange will be opened. It just mainly the starting time, working time in Europe. It can be like I guess 8 9 UTC time. So before this time, Euro USD won't be so active because there are no good volume, and mainly in such during the night periods of time, you will see sideways movements. When Europe starts working and provides good volume, such markets like Euro USD, GP USD, let's say USD, Swiss franc, these pairs become much more volatility, and they provide good movements and good trading opportunities. If we talk about our robot, as I told you during the stream before, it's not good for airfirsts which uses breakouts, the market conditions with the low volatility, where market can develop the breakout of important highs and lows. And mainly in the periods of range market conditions, sideways movements, and with low volatility, the robot gets a lot of false signals, and as a result, lost trades. This filter will allow to focus on trading on lower time frames. The robot can provide us intraday trading based on 1 hour chart, based on minute charts, and this filter will help us to avoid the periods of time with low volatility. So these type of filters can be used. It can be used also for other markets, where again the main idea will be to skip periods of time during the day which are not suitable for such type of trading. At the same time, this filter will allow, for example, to use reversal signals. As the reversal signals of the robot, it just they can be more suitable for range market conditions, and they can be not so suitable for trend market conditions. So again, this filter will allow to get the right periods of time for reversal types of trading. And the second type of just improvement, new features will be, let's say, it will be ATR indicator, which we add to this robot. It can be used like a volatility filter. So time filter and the volatility filter, they have closely the same targets, but at the same time, volatility filter will be able to provide you just the trading opportunities during the whole day. For some markets, there are not so great difference between trading in different types of during the day, and probably only volatility filter will be able to provide just trading opportunities for the right market conditions. For example, when we talk about Canadian dollars against Japanese yen, this pair can be just can provide close to the same market conditions and volatility periods during the whole day. But again, there will be in some days the periods of low volatility, there will be the periods of high volatility, and for us it will be important to skip the period of low volatility. It doesn't matter, it will be at night, in the afternoon, or in the morning, in the evening, but just focus on the right market conditions with high volatility, and this indicator will allow just to set up what is low volatility for the robot and what is high volatility for the robot for using. If we use this filter, if it is active, the robot will skip all trades if ATR line is below the signal level. So we put the signal level, and the robot will use trades only if the price will be if ATR line will be about the signal level. How it will looks like? Just here is the blue line. It is ATR indicator. You can see how it moves, and it moves just from up to down and vice versa. We can set up, for example, this red line. It can be like a signal line, and if we have, for example, let's see, blue line below this signal line, like in this moment, I hope you can see it. Just a second. I'm not sure that you can see. Oh yeah, now you can see it. For example, like in this case, we have a signal level, and we have blue line, which is ATR, which is above or below this line. So the parameter should be used based on back tests. It can be unique for exact market, exact time frame. It must be proved by long period of time, which settings must be used for exact market. It's just the sample. You can see that in this period we had a lot of small candles, and small candles, in spite of the direction was downwards. Small candles, it's not good for the robot if we use breakout signals. If so, it's better to skip such periods of time. We use ATR indicator like volatility filter, and the robot just don't use trades from this period of time when the line drops below the signal line, and up to just this period of time when the line moves above the signal level. So you can see the difference: small candles, big candles. And the same goes about further markets. Further markets, you can see, just for you to compare, here is when ATR line is low, and you see the size of candles. It's not good for breakout strategies at all. And you can compare it with ATR, which is above the signal level, and size of candles, which can provide you really good trading opportunities. So these two main improvements will allow us to provide settings, different types of settings for our time frames, for 1 hour time frames, for 30 minutes time frame, for 15 minutes time frame, and maybe even for 5 minutes time frame. And just these only two improvements will allow to provide different solutions for different markets, different type of settings, which altogether will be able to provide us just different models of trading for different markets. And here it is, we talk about diversification, which makes trading more stable and profitable in the long run. So I explained you the main improvements, Philip, and now let's move then back. Then you are online. So do you want to add something to the input?
Give some tips. And I think it's important we launch this at the same time with the new version. So I will just upload the new version, which everybody can download. And from then on, we will start. Also, we need to start to run some of them in real trading. So for those who want to actively work with the robot and to create their own variants of settings, you will have something to start off. For the others, I guess it's better to wait for us to run them a bit and see if we can confirm them in real trading, I mean. And for now, the previous settings will work also on the new version. I will make sure to update the set files for that as well. So I think that's kind of it. If you have more questions, I don't think so. No, yeah. Just Philip said thank you, and
And yes,
nobody
and
said.
it was the question from Maxi about I see you only looking for entry and reversal signals based on based on the daily chart, not smaller. No, the daily chart, the daily time frame must be workable. The most important for you and for all who are interested in daily trading based on even let's say 5-minute charts, 15-minute charts, 1 hour charts, 4 hour charts. First of all, you have to look at the daily time frame as it will provide you the main direction, the main market conditions, the most important level, and only getting the signals and information from the daily chart frame time frame, you will be able to move to your workable time frame, which can be lower, and use that signals for trading. Only if you are long-term trader and only if you are, let's say, investor where you search for trading opportunities for years, you can use as your first time frame for getting the main ideas about the market, like monthly chart, weekly chart, and use probably daily chart like a workable time frame. But mainly for swing traders, for short-term traders, for medium-term traders, even maybe for in some cases for long-term traders, the daily chart will be just the main for providing information about the market, important zones, levels, conditions, in which condition a market is moving. So just start your trading from not trading, making analysis from the daily time frame. It is really cool. So if you don't have any questions, I think it's time to finish this stream. And what we can add to all we discussed and talked about. If you didn't join to our special offer with 3 months for free, it's time to do it because the number of spots is limited, and we use this offer for testing. Just I saw questions like you want to test it the robot, and that's why you provide it for free. No, we the robot is workable. The robot will be used in for our copy trading platform. I showed you in this Discord channel. I shared in our Telegram channels the structure of our future copy trading platform. The main idea of the copy trading platform is to provide you different master accounts based on different strategies. There will be accounts with robots. There will be accounts with trading expert signals, where you can join this any number of master accounts, create your personal trading portfolio in order to make trading more profitable, more stable. The main idea to make it more stable, to cut down risk, and provide you profitable trading in the long run. The aviator is already the part of this copy trading platform, so you shouldn't worry about the quality of the robot. We test the variant, how we can manage the flow of new members, how we can manage trial periods, how we can manage cooperation with the broker. All these insights work, and that's why we need number of members who will join, and all together we can move to the next level, and the next level will be I can't tell you the details, but it will be really one of the best offer in the market, maybe the best one. It will be really very interesting for beginners traders, for traders who have experience but who want to diversify their trading. So we are working together in the big team for making a really workable and interesting solution for everyone. So if you didn't join, it's time to do it. The offer is really interesting. It will allow you to make the first step, the right step, for getting the knowledge and experience, and improving your training and moving it to the higher level. you can join using the link below this video, I guess it will be, and or just type in tradeunity.com/beta and join there, fill in the form. Yes, in the chat you can find this link. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We make streams every week, Monday. I talk about different market conditions based on your requests and based on the most interesting market and trading opportunities which I pick. Every Wednesday we make the stream like Ask Me Any Questions, where I replied and with Dan sometimes we provide you information about different aspects of trading. Subscribe to our channel. Please support us by your likes and leave us comments. What do you think we must improve? Maybe what type of videos we should make and so on. Any feedback from your side, it is priceless information for us to follow and providing you really interesting stuff and to be helpful for you. So thank you very much for your attention. Then would you like to add something?
Yes, I would like to add the fact that you forgot to say that we have the free trial for 3 months in June, and probably after that we'll stop it, or either we will make it for less than 3 months. So if you want to join, it's a good idea to do it now before we change it. Yeah, that's it. I'll await your questions on the groups, either me or Mike. We will take care of your accounts. If you join, everything is now streamlined, everything works well. So if you have any questions, you can find us on the groups where you usually post the questions. Have a great evening or morning or afternoon, depending where you live.
Yeah, thanks for your attention. Bye bye.
Bye bye.